Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Sri Pratap. I am a consultant psychiatrist and also chairman of Shajitya Hospital, which is based in Pallavaram, Chennai in India. The topic that I would like to discuss with you is coronavirus outbreak and its impact on psychological health. The World Health Organization declared the outbreak of coronavirus disease in January 2020 in China. Since then, the health authorities throughout the world are taking action to contain the virus outbreak, and this is the main priority now. The COVID-19 outbreak can cause a number of physical health problems in our body, including mortality. On top of this, it can have a negative impact on the psychological well-being of people throughout the world who are affected directly and indirectly. People can develop a range of psychiatric problems like anxiety, excessive fear, panic attacks, feelings of stress and tension all the time, depression, mood swings, irritability, and worsening of addictive behavior. In this video podcast, I have given some practical guidance as to what could be done to maintain the psychological well-being during this difficult time and not let the virus invade your mind. One of the most important thing you can do is to talk to other people and share your feelings. This may help you to understand that others are having similar experiences to you, and it can make you feel better. You may experience all kinds of emotions that includes stress, worry, and fear. But these are all normal feelings that you can experience due to the uncertainty that exists regarding this condition. This does not mean you're weak. Stay strong to fight against it and be supportive of each other. Read and share reliable information. Try to get an update from reliable sources. Get an update once or twice during the day and not look out for information all the time. Avoid watching or listening to news channels constantly that can make you feel uncomfortable. Share messages with other people when you receive them from highly credible and intellectual sources. Sharing fake news and following rumors could make people even more anxious and stressed. People who have anxiety problems, particularly health anxiety disorders, can become extremely panicky in this situation, leading to considerable distress to them and their family members. This may also lead to them undergoing unwanted medical tests, scans, and consultations. Most importantly, avoid reading too much of health-related information in social media, internet, and stop Googling about this condition. Stop thinking about coronavirus infection all the time. Please remember that worrying changes nothing. Therefore, please try some diversion techniques and keep your mind occupied with other things to do. Diverting your mind is particularly helpful, especially when you are an anxious person or someone who tends to worry a lot. Try to listen to other news happening around the world, which could be a good distractor. Share positive news. Try to share some positive information with factual figures of people who have recovered from this outbreak. Share some positive stories of people who got better from this condition. This will help to improve your confidence levels and stay positive. Avoid close contact with people who have symptoms like persistent fever, cough, and shortness of breath. These are all symptoms of coronavirus infection, and therefore avoid close contacts with people who have such symptoms. Please remember, no handshake, do not touch your face, especially mouth, nose and eyes, and no gathering of crowd. Try to adopt helpful coping strategies. Maintain routines in regular life as much as possible and get on with your daily chores. Take a break from work regularly, even if you're working from home. Ensure adequate rest. Stay connected with your family and friends. Spend time with your family, children, and senior citizens at home. Eat healthy food like fruits and vegetables. This will help to boost your immunity levels. Engage in some form of physical activity and practice your exercise routines if you already have one. Simple stretching exercises, yoga, and meditation are all helpful. Breathing exercises are helpful to improve your lung functions. Feeling anxious about this condition can lead on to developing unhelpful coping strategies. This involves irritability, losing your temper frequently, smoking cigarettes, drinking alcohol, taking drugs, and eating a lot of junk food. Don't let this happen and make matters worse for you. Dealing with children. In this current situation, children may have a lot of anxiety and fear about the prevailing situation. They can become more demanding and seek more attachment. These are all normal behavioral patterns that children may exhibit during stressful situations. If they have concerns or worries, please address them immediately, and it could bring down their fear and anxiety. Do not display anxious behavior in front of them. If adults tend to become anxious, then children can observe such negative behavior and copy them, which can also make the children anxious too. If children seem to struggle on an emotional level, try to engage them in playful or creative activity. This could act as a forum for them to express their levels of distress or sadness. Also, use it as a good opportunity to increase family bonding. Keep children close to their parents and family. When there are periods of separation, it is important to stay connected through phones, video calls, and other forms of social media. Dealing with older adults. Elderly people can become fearful and anxious too. Give them information in clear, simple language that they can understand, and instructions should be communicated in a concise manner. Healthy older adults can be engaged to provide peer support for other people. For people with hearing impairment, it would be helpful to provide information either in writing or use pictures. Isolated or quarantined people. Social distancing could make us feel lonely and anxious. Being confined for long periods of time can cause boredom, restlessness, and irritability. If prolonged, it may lead on to anxiety disorder and depression. Even when you're isolated or quarantined, try to maintain your personal daily routine. Stay connected with other people through phones, emails, social media, and teleconferencing. Keep yourself occupied by doing activities that you enjoy. Try to rejuvenate forgotten hobbies, for example, painting, writing stories, etc. Support healthcare providers. Doctors, nurses, and other frontline staff in healthcare industry should make sure that you have proper respite during work. Get practical advice to prepare and protect you. Be empathic and supportive to your colleagues. People with pre-existing mental health conditions. If you already suffer from anxiety, depression, phobia, panic disorder, and other psychological difficulties, please make sure that you follow instructions given by your psychiatrist or a psychologist. As this is a stressful life event for all, it may trigger reoccurrence of your psychiatric symptoms or worsen their existing mental state. If it was the case, please contact the local psychiatrist for advice, support, and counseling. Most importantly, stay strong. The invasion of coronavirus in many countries throughout the world will be controlled and possibly eradicated soon. In the meantime, try to stay strong mentally to beat the beast and don't let coronavirus invade your mind. Thank you for watching.